The median price of an existing home in the United States grew by 16.5% in 2021, and the Phoenix Scottsdale market grew by more than 30%, according to the National Association of Realtors. These gains, followed by a 9.4% price increase in 2020 nationally. What's the biggest factor that has kept home prices climbing, and will they continue to rise throughout 2022? Most markets consider spring their selling season, but here in the Phoenix Scottsdale market, our selling season really begins in mid-January, which is when we saw our prices begin to rise quickly again after we were all thinking that December was showing us that things were beginning to settle down just a little bit. Now, at the end of February, home prices in most local markets are at or near record levels, and the Phoenix Scottsdale market is no different. The high prices combined with the limited housing availability and rising mortgage rates have cooled demand only somewhat this past month, but the number of potential buyers still exceeds the available supply of homes, which is why you are not feeling the minimal slow in demand. What is keeping this red-hot housing market from crashing? There are a few things that continue to fan the fire, which continues to heat up the market. Job growth in the Phoenix area is one factor that is keeping the housing on an upward trend. 2 years ago, Moody's Analytics said that we'd have 20,000 jobs being created in the Phoenix area. Today, Moody's Analytics is predicting over 100,000 jobs being created just this year in the Phoenix area. With the number of jobs, the lack of supply that exists in our marketplace, coupled with the quality of life people are looking for, and the number of people moving here, even if it's not for a job. Unless something terrible happens, there is no change in sight. Historically low supply is something everyone continues to talk about. Why has this become such a problem? Following the housing crash of 2008 and 2009, many home builders went out of business, and many construction workers got into other industries. Over the next 10 years, new home building lagged what was needed in the U.S. In Arizona, we needed more homes, and the building permits were reduced significantly, but we had resale homes, so we didn't feel anything was missing until these past few years. The U.S. economy requires approximately 1.3 million new housing units each year on average to keep up with population growth. Builders have been ramping up new construction, but it could take years for the real estate market to actually rebalance, and here's why. From 2009 through 2020, there were approximately 990,000 new homes built. That's actually a supply deficit of approximately 310 homes per year, or 3.4 million total homes during that 11-year window. That's a lot of homes that weren't built during the 11 years that home builders were trying to now catch up for. The supply chain issues we have been having and continue to have not been helping this at all. When you look at the number of single-family permits pulled in the Phoenix area from March of 2021 to November of 2021, it's down 24%. So when you think about the number of people moving here, our low resale inventory, and our low new construction numbers, it helps to put things into perspective as to why this is such a big issue right now. Kaylee Smith, Arizona Division President of Landsea Homes, said, "We continue to have large migration from California, Texas, Illinois, and Washington. We really are restricted on supply. We can't build homes for the demand, and you can't have a bubble pop if you don't have enough to sell." Speaking of bubble, many want to say we were in one now. Last year's price increases far exceeded the gains during the housing bubble period more than 10 years ago. From 2002 through 2007, median existing home prices rose at an average of 8.1% per year and peaked in 2005 with a gain of 12.9% according to NAR. However, at the time, we had an abundance of supply and home builders were overbuilding. Today's lack of homes for sale shows strong support for our current prices. At the end of third quarter of 2021, the Federal Reserve estimated homeowners held 68.8% of the equity in their homes. This is a level not seen since 1988, and one that many believe will rise in the years ahead. Someone just made a comment on another video on my channel asking about the loosening of lending practices. And could this lead us back to the bad loans that created the problem before the bubble? So have lending practices loosened up over the past few years? Yes, but we are nowhere close to the stated income, interest-only loans that were being done back then. People have to actually put money down and they have to prove that they have money. So this should not be a worry at this point. As for prices, for the 30th consecutive month, Phoenix topped the nation in home price growth with 32.2% year-over-year home price increase in November, according to Case-Shiller. As long as there is demand and home buyers can afford to pay these increases, home prices will continue to grow. So far, wages have increased along with home prices growth. What do I see happening through 2022? I see our home prices continuing to rise through 2022. And in the next 3 to 6 months, they will likely rise more quickly. As interest rates rise, we could see a little slowdown, but I only anticipate slower appreciation, not a decline at all. If you have any additional questions, please feel free. Reach out, call me, email me, text me, post a comment down below. If you think this video would be good for anybody, please feel free to share it along. As always, I thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.